So I've written a poetry book called The Inklings of Why, which you can find unavailable in stores everywhere. And I've written a poem for each letter of the alphabet, chosen a topic for each letter, and then used all the words I could beginning with that letter to create the story. I'm going to start with D. It's called Desire. And I wrote this for a few family members and friends who have passed away in the last couple of years. So yeah, it goes like this. Will you take this dance with me? Grab your keys and come stand in the dark in the middle of the road with me. It's a waltz, a dazzling deja vu, a delirious rendezvous, falling, dawning, delivering our dreaming, deceiving our differences in order to delve into lust and desire. Undress, linen and cotton you do not require. We are driving at the wheel of destruction, desperate for devotion, yet toiling with freedom. Today the doctor doubled my dose of dismay, but it is your delicious drug and dance so rare that ease the dizziness in the demands of my dangerous mind. Your daddy and his dame make me believe in union. If I can find the diamond within myself, then I can find the divine in you. Death is the delusion we devour as truth, but death does not do us part. We forever entwine in the unseen fabric of our art. As a dragonfly dies, a dove may fly, and the cycle of life, well, it passes us by. Go on, deal the decisive card, and adorn me with dignity. Down goes my doubt as your dying dawns on me. Deaf goes my dependence on denial as we design our direction and dine on discovery. Down goes my doubt. Oh, sorry. I no longer dip into difference, and in dusk I find a light. But please first drift me delicately into those unknown depths of desire tonight. And that's it. So the next one is for H, and it's called He, and this one's about equality. He is as magnificent as she. He harbours life as deeply as thee. He is a fellow who has hopes and dreams that escape the honour of these realms. We handsomely hear the wisdom of our journey, hoist the hollow handshake between her and him, because even honey was once a harlequin. He harvests haste and she hoards havoc, but both serve as havens of haziness in the hours of humidity. How may we define our hysteric selves when we are hoaxed by a hierarchy of hot-headed hounds? We create a heavy heat in the hum of our heels with the hecklings between man and woman. Hunted is the hedonist within us all, and helpless is the harlot before her fall. If she sews her hem to just the right place, then he may offer her safety and grace. But what if she wanted to be more free? And what if he hushed for the homely bee? Hypnotized by the hymn of their new roles, they may dance their halves and become a whole. And hurl the hurricane of difference behind your head, and hustle beneath the hemlock instead, for he is as important as she, and the heavens hark equally for the heroines and hero in we. And that's it. One more, the last one is T, and it's called Time. I wrote this the day Prince died, and I just realized that on Friday that will be a year. And this is about discovering that time is much more than just what the clocks tell us. Her tears taste like cocaine. They tumble down her cheek like purple rain. His hands toil until soul drained. The texture and terrain are testimony to their depth of pain. Tonight the temperature is intense. Their theory thickens as they give thanks. Thanks for the thief who takes the thirsty tide away and back again. The truth tellers echo through the dance of this tango too, and the bleeding sound of the Tullamarine blues. Some might see her as a trophy, tidy and untroubled, and yet her thoughts torture the therapist as she loses track of time. Time, tomorrow, yesterday, today, temporary temples for our memories, the theatre stage for our life's play, scripted like a thoughtful thunderstorm, with curtains tied back to expose tooth and tongue. You bought the tickets, now the teacher will teach you, tasting the tapestry of terror before knowing the true translator of chaos and order. Travel is not linear. You'll tear your toes on mountaintops and sway towards temptation. The temper in your throat will test the tired title you once gave yourself. So she lays her head down with her cocaine tears as he strokes her thigh with his tired hands, and they both wonder why time is not theirs. Together we are tomorrow, each tale told, each thing important. So sit at your tactful table and tilt back until you're able to taste her tears which fall no more, because the master of time has laid his tracks and boarded his talented train. And that's it. Thanks for having me.